try it here. The only thing about this.
Where are you going to put the phone?
Set this up, put the music on, give me a yoga mat, move these chairs apart. Let's go. Invite, email. So what's your email address again? Aaron, A-A-R-O-N.
K-A-H-N. No capitals.
K-A-H-N.
No capitals.
Oh, there it is. I got it. Okay. Okay, and then the other person was
H-W?
Yeah. SC, but help set up this room right now. SC, and get some of that free music going.
Oh, yeah.
Let's see. And some of the stuff I can't stand.
It's good. It's good.
Yeah, you know what? There's some others with like kind of drums that I like more. So
I got it.
I want the royalty-free music. No, not that one. And that's not bad, but there's another one I like better.
Liberty Mutual, take 90 cents.
Liberty Mutual.
Cut.
At Liberty Mutual.
Cut.
What's the line?
Cut. Liberty.
I'll pick one. You get a yoga mat, kind of crack open the window, and yeah. I don't need that too far. And then we need enough light in here too. And one yoga mat. I'll move this stuff. And my chime and my list.
Which way? This way? Which way, Andrew?
Hi, Andrew. Are there,
Hello?
yeah, hi, Andrew. We're not seeing a video. You're like a stationary picture.
Okay, let's make sure we get that video then.
Are there other people in the class?
Yes, Seal is going to take the class, and my son is also going to take the class. And the last time I taught, I've been teaching in that little room, and my wife keeps saying, no, 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 we have a much nicer place to teach. So I'm going to teach in that place now. So we're changing it up each time, and we'll figure it out.
Okay.
Okay.
Start the recording. Are you posting a lot of these?
So I'm processing them. I haven't yet posted all of them. They're in YouTube, and they're called private videos. So I don't yet have them public yet, and I have to edit some of them because but why is that?
I was just wondering because I noticed there weren't too many listed.
There are not too many listed. Yeah, that's on my to-do list. Hopefully I can get to that today and get some more posted.
Okay, great.
Okay. So,
How do I click my picture off?
okay, now it's just you, myself, and Sarah. But if you want your picture off, I can turn it off, or you can turn it off.
Okay.
Let's see.
Down at the bottom of your screen, there's a thing that says video, start video. If you have to like.
Yeah, okay, I see. Okay, I did that. Thank you, Sarah.
Yeah, it's better for you to do it because
Okay.
and you know how. Okay, very good. So we have a new location, and we're still trying to find the best. In all ways, we're trying to improve on our system.
Andrew,
Okay.
you're a stationary picture again.
Okay, so let me. So is it a picture of my face?
Yes.
Okay. How are we doing now?
Yeah, we're good.
Okay.
You said you were with me.
Yeah.
Okay. You said you were doing good. Okay, so let's go ahead and I'm going to go ahead and keep recording these so that we have them, even though at a certain point I'm going to have so many videos, but
Andrew, I think it may be better, it may be better if you end the video for the other. It's better maybe if you end the video for the other participants, because if you don't end the video, then every time somebody else talks, if they don't know how to pin the picture.
Okay. So let's go ahead and end videos for everybody else. So we're going to end your video.
But you're stationary now.
I know. I'll get my screen back any second. Doesn't seem like I can. I'm not seeing how to end your video.
There is a way, but I don't know.
I think you might have to. I think you might have to end it.
Okay. Well, I'll work with them. Maybe if you just mute everybody, then you're.
Maybe that's right. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and mute everybody. Does anyone have any special requests before I make it so that you can only listen and can't speak? I mean, you'll be able to speak. I just won't be able to hear you.
Just a well-rounded 30 minutes if we'll, like to start and get a well-rounded,
Okay.
stretch, feel good,
Okay, well-rounded. Let's do it.
Okay.
Okay. Okay, good afternoon, class. I'm delighted to have you here with me. And my name is Andrew, if you're not familiar with me. Okay, let's go ahead and begin our session by coming into a seated position. And we'll rock our body from side to side. Okay, so I have 4 favorite routines that I've been doing for many years, and that's what we're going to be working on today. I don't do them the same way in the morning as in the afternoon and in the evening. I do them a little differently, but the poses that I include are the same. However, when I have only half an hour, I don't necessarily do all of the poses. When I have a full hour, I typically do every single one. Let's come forward and back. So this sequence that we're working on now, I'm going to call it sequence B. There's sequence A, B, C, and D. So if you at any point feel like taking notes or you want me to say more about these sequences, you can ask me after class. Okay, let's go ahead and come on up. And we come down. We inhale up and we exhale down. So I lived at the yoga center, Kripalu Center, for a number of years, and they had all kinds of sequences coming through. And there was one grouping of 4 that I really liked, and that's the one that I adapted. I just thought it was a very good, balanced, complete experience. Okay, good. But of course, before we do any poses, we like to warm things up. And one of the greatest warm-ups is the crunches. So let's go ahead and do some crunches. Let's come down onto our back. And from our back, we will bring the knees in, hands right behind the head, and up and down, up and down. Work your core. Okay, next, we tuck the hands underneath the buttocks and we bring the legs up and down, up and down. Good. And let's finish our abdominal work. So you can either pull the knees in and rock from side to side, or if you want a little bit more work, I'm going to do the bicycle ride. You're welcome to join me by bringing your right elbow toward your left knee and your left elbow toward your right knee. Okay, good. Knees in, side to side rocking. And then let's go ahead and come right up into a seated position. And please let me know by chat or unmute yourself if my lighting is no good. It seems like it gets dark and light, and I'm not sure if it's working on your end. Okay, let's come on up and down, up and down. Inhaling up, exhaling down. This is called the head to knee pose, and it is part of this sequence B. And down, and take 2 or 3 breaths. Stretch the back of your right leg. Okay, and then up, and let's come on down. Okay, got it. Let's press the hips forward. Okay. Aaron, can you help me with something here? Okay. So I'm going to change. There's nothing I can do about the back light right now, so I'm just going to change the positioning. And we'll see if this makes things any better. Maybe a little less light. So we came out of the half circle, and now you're going to have your left leg extended out and down and up, down and up. Okay, Aaron, can you clean up any clutter that's behind me? Okay, good. Let's come on down and grab hold and create a nice stretch in the back of your left leg. And let's go for some breaths, 3 breaths. So in every class, we try to include the 6 movements. Right now, we're doing the forward bend. And then we're going to let go of the forward bend, and we're going to do our side stretch using the half circle pose. So the right knuckles are down, the hips are forward, we're lengthening the left side of the body, and we want to get a nice side stretch so that it counts. Okay, good. Now we need to do a backward bend, and we still need to do our twisting poses. So for the backward bend, let's prepare for it with a little cat and dog. Exhale in the cat, inhale in the dog. Continue at your own pace, cat and dog. Okay, good. Now for our official backward bending pose, we're going to come down onto the back, and I give you an option. So the first option is the Sphinx with the elbows right underneath the shoulders. And if you want to work your back muscles more, then bring your hands back in place of your shoulders, in place of your elbows, press into your hands, press your hips down, lift up, elbows in, spine tall. The cobra pose strengthens the back and opens the front of the spine. And always, how much breath can you take in? Okay, good. And then we lower down and turn your head to one side and a little windshield wiper move before we move along to our next position. A nice all-around practice. Should not only include the 6 movements of the spine, but also a little abdominal charging or strengthening, and perhaps some balancing and inversion. So why don't we save our twist for last and come on up, since it is the afternoon, and this morning we didn't do too many standing poses. I don't think we did any at all, actually. So let's make sure to get some in right here. And nothing better than the Sun series. It's not part of the official sequence, but it's a wonderful series. So we'll just do one round, and then we'll go from there. Now the hands are right in front of the chest, and let's raise the arms up. The hips are pressing forward, we're opening, and then we come forward and take a step back with your left foot and come into the bent leg runner stretch, and then step back into the push-up position. Bring the knees down and bring the buttocks back, puppy stretch. And the hips come forward, upward facing dog, downward facing dog, big step forward with the right foot. Get that knee lined up with the ankle, gazing forward. And then stepping forward, squeeze, and press the hips forward, open the chest, and bring the hands down in front of the chest. And then raise the arms up with an inhalation. Come down with an exhalation. And take a step back with your right foot into the bent leg runner stretch with your left knee directly above your left ankle, your eyes gazing forward. And then stepping back into the push-up position. The knees come down and bring the buttocks back into the puppy stretch. The hips come forward, toes are curled under. It's the upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. And a big step forward with your left foot. Position your left knee directly above your left ankle, gazing forward. And then step forward and squeeze. Inhale, opening. And exhale, closing. Okay, so that wasn't even part of our sequence, but the half moon series is. And it's going to give us another side stretch, forward bend, and back bend. So we'll take it. Arms come right up overhead. Press your left hip out to the side. Pull with your right hand. And then coming up tall and over to the other side. Pull with the left hand. Okay, bring it up. And yes, let's go ahead and arch backwards. You can keep the arms up if you would like, or you can just bring your hands down and press your hips forward. Open your chest. And breathe. Good. And from the backward bend, let's go ahead and come into a forward bend. So some people will hold their body in a plank, but it's not necessary. You can also have your hands on your thighs to support you. Coming right down, belly toward the thighs. Elbows come behind the knees. Get a good grip with your hands. Bring the top of your head down. Lift your tailbone up. And breathe. Okay, good. Please remember to take care of yourself every step of the way. Your body is different than my body. Have you noticed that? Okay, good. So let's go ahead and pick out at least one or two poses from our standing sequence. We did the half moon series. Let's do the squats and then we'll do a trick. So for the squats, we bend those knees, and the feet are parallel to one another. They're about hip width apart. The arms come up. And we want to keep our spine tall. Once we start leaning forward, we tend to put more stress on our back. But if we have the spine upright, perpendicular to the floor, that's the way the spine works well. We're engaging our upper leg muscles. They're called the quadriceps. And without further ado, let's straighten out the legs, and we'll try lifting the heels up off the mat and coming into a second squat. So this is going to involve the calf muscles a bit more, but of course, we're still involving the quadriceps. We want every part of our body involved. Whole body working with the other parts of the body in sync. All in service to something greater than ourselves. Okay, let's go ahead, straighten out the legs and turn the feet in. Bring the knees together. When we're serving our Creator and His creation, we just tend to lose our fear, doubt, and insecurity. We still have some healthy fear, but the unnecessary, unhealthy fears just fall away because we know we're in proper alignment. And even though yoga is so much about aligning the knee and the ankle and the spine, and there's a great alignment that we're really looking for. But I probably don't need to tell you guys about that. You know it very well. Let's lower the arms down. But there are some people out there that just don't know about the alignment. They don't know about the union that yoga stands for and what exactly that is about, what that means. So we're serving not just ourselves today, we're serving others too. Let's go ahead and bring all the weight onto the right foot and leg. And we'll come into a tree. So bringing your left foot on the inside of your leg. Now, if you feel that you might fall down, please be sure to stand next to something stable that will help you. Do no harm to yourself. Okay, if you'd like, your hands can be in front of the chest, or you can take your arms up overhead. The tree. In this sequence, there's another pose that some people like to do, but I'm not going to guide you in it. But it is called the standing stick. But the tree is just fine for a little afternoon energizing. We don't need to cover everything. Let's go ahead and release. We'll shift the weight from side to side. All the weight is now on the left foot and leg, and we will bring the right foot up. If you place your foot directly on your knee joint, be very gentle with the pressure. Okay? And then the hands can come in front of the chest, and you can come up with the arms, if you want to, into a tree. And again, if you're looking at your screen and you want this more difficult standing stick, you can come into it, but I won't say any more about it right now. Okay, we bring the hands down and we lower down. And let's go ahead and do a spinal twist next. So we're going to come all the way down onto the floor. And we have the legs extended out. And we'll bend the right leg, left leg pressing out. Go ahead and take hold of your bent knee with your left hand. Take your right arm, bring it up and around. Bring your hand near the base of your spine so that your right arm is like a post supporting your straight spine. Pull your navel in, rotate, and breathe. The final spinal twist. Okay, good. When you're ready to release your twist, let it go. And then take your left leg and bring it over. And press the sitting bones down. Lift the top of the head up tall. Raise your left arm up. Circle your hand. Circle your arm and bring your hand near the base of your spine. So your hand is on the floor. And your left arm is helping to keep your spine tall. You can hold on to your bent knee with your right hand or in the crook of your elbow, and some people like to bring their entire arm over. Just get a nice twist and breathe. Okay, let's release our spinal twist. Take a moment to do anything else that you like. So maybe the practice doesn't feel totally well-rounded yet. Maybe there's something else that you just feel like you need to do, or you need to revisit something. But if you do feel like you've really done the job, then taking a moment to either rest on your back or sit in meditation is just a perfect way to complete our session. "30 minutes is a short time, but it's enough time to get the job done. I'm going to be ringing the chime in just a moment to formally end the class. I'll stay on the line for questions. If you feel that there's more yoga for you to do, then please don't rush away from your yoga mat. Sometimes the teacher just gives us a little introduction and then we're meant to go further with it. And may our yoga practice bring us real strength and real peace and help us to be a steady, peaceful presence, sharing kindness and love wherever we turn. Shalom. Peace.